see that? Oh, like a pro. It's your turn.
Hey, it's our job to do campy dialogue. Fuck you. You never heard the LGBT Mafia?
No, but I want to be a part of it.
Tony, as my favorite he-they professional, I must thank you.
He-they professional.
Yeah, let's switch places. All right, climb over.
If they weren't brothers,
God, I wish someone would do that to me.
So the part of this game that I don't like is that they're brothers, because I always want to be like, this is gay, but it's not. But when I was in, like, the 3rd grade, I was dating this little white boy, and we had, like, this on and off relationship for years.
Are you telling me you had a will they won't they with a 12-year-old?
When I was 12.
Okay, here's another story of mine.
Wait, hold on.
So I'm in math class.
No!
And I discovered that every time I was in this math class, I was rock hard. I'm sorry, continue your story.
So,
You're not gonna bite on that one.
No.
You're not
no.
gonna ask why I was so hard in this junior high class.
Don't care.
During math class.
Nope,
Okay.
not even a little bit. We'll come back to it. In, like, the 3rd grade, we were, like, best friends, and then he was like, we should date. And I went, okay. And then we had this on again, off again until the 5th grade, at which point, here's how I broke up with him. So all the on again, off agains were because I broke up with him. I need that to be super clear. I have...
Have you ever been broken up with?
No. Okay, here's how I broke up with him. Is that we got into a fight where I didn't like Pokemon cards, but he did. And he was, like, trying to give me these Pokemon cards.
The classic meet cute. She hates Pokemon cards. He loves them. Sorry,
He's
continue.
a weeaboo.
She's got a huge dick. He's insecure. Sorry. He's a proud boy.
Stop it!
She's Adam Waffen.
Stop! He gave me this Pokemon card, and I was like, okay, thank you. And then, like,
Look at that
he
guy.
wanted it back. And I think just to be a little bitch, I was like, no. And then he ripped it up. And then the next day, he brought it back to me taped together.
Oh, you've told me this. That's so funny. Were you like, he's so romantic?
No, I was like, I
Romantic.
don't want this. It's not even worth anything anymore.
Wait, that actually raises a question. So
Yeah.
you know how they have those big, do you mind if I interrupt you? I'm
Yeah, go
realizing
ahead.
how
This is
much
a
I
good place to
interrupt
interrupt it because just...
you. You have to remember what else happened.
Yeah, basically, honestly.
You know how they have those big, like, Magic the Gathering tournaments? Like, serious tournaments.
Okay.
Where people get in fights and arguments. What happens if you bring, like, a really rare card, but it's ripped in half, and you've taped it back together? Do
I
you
think it's
that...
worth nothing.
No, I'm not. You're not selling it. You're using it in-game. Like, would they disqualify you for not having quality cards?
I hope so.
Because I'd love them to be, like, angry at a dude who's like, all my cards are fucking wrinkled, and they're like, get out of here. And he's the underdog, and he's like, fine. And it cuts to him, like, dragging a tire while reading a Magic the Gathering book, and he's like, Rocky, you'll never be anything. Continue.
So...
Steve!
Okay. I can't remember why I broke up with him, but I think that Pokemon thing was, like, the catalyst to...
That was the... You just assassinate his ass. his pickpocketing. His pickpocketing minigame is staring at a guy's ass really hard. How did no one notice him doing that? Also, are you allowed to smoke cigars here?
He just said that nobody cares if he's smoking
wait,
doors.
I wanna...
Sorry!
I was so why is he a chef now?
They took off the tops of their tuxes.
Now I did not get to see the big arc where he becomes a chef and he falls in love with a rat and then a French woman tries to stop him and so the French woman starts controlling him through his hair.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, now the story's funny.
And then I remember when I broke up with him, he got down on his knees, put his arms up to God, and yelled, "Why?" and then sobbed on the pavement, and I walked away and went to class because the bell had rung.
I'm gonna piss myself.
And he had...
That story has such good payoff.
I told you!
He kneeled on the ground, looked at the sky to God and said, "Why?"
Yeah.
And started crying on the pavement.
Yeah, on the blacktop. Yeah.
On the so it was like during recess?
Yeah, this happened at recess.
Oh my god.
I wonder if he, like, remembers that. I had my first kiss with him, obviously, because who was I going to date before the 3rd grade, right? And we kissed in a dugout, like in a baseball dugout. And other children, ran past as we were kissing. And I also happened to open my eyes while we were kissing to see him...
Also opening his eyes.
No, eyes closed, but hands up, counting the seconds.
Wow.
And then... When we were done...
I guess I was a weird little boy, too. I feel like if I was getting any action, I would...
Yeah,
Are you allowed to call attention
that...
from another 12-year-old action?
Well, when you're 12. I'm sure that was something that we had agreed upon. Like, I don't remember all of the circumstances, but he probably was like...
He didn't grab you in a fit of passion and, like...
I mean, the counting.
The counting?
I'm sure that was, like, something where he was like, I want to see how long, and I was like, fine, you know? But I just don't remember that. So...
You know I've been dodging the optometrist for, like, 2 months now. I broke my frames, and then I got frames and lenses, but the frames came early, so I just never got the lenses, and they've been calling me, and they're like, you want to pick up your lenses? I'm like, I'm so busy, and now I need a new prescription, so they're never going to use those. I neg optometrists. I show them my eyes, and then I put on a hat.
What does that even mean?
And I'm like, do you want to see my eyes? And they're like, yes. I'm like, too bad, and I walk away.
Yeah.
But I turn around, and the pant part of my ass has been cut out.
He had a twin sister. Who...
Jonah Hill? Wait, no, James Charles?
Nope, the boy I dated.
Oh, and then you fucked the sister.
No, I did not fuck the sister. He had a twin sister, and I guess at the time, he had like a diary that he wrote in, and his sister read it and found out that we kissed and told people. And so to be little bitches about it, we told the teacher she was lying, and she got a detention.
Oh, well, because, like, that was against the rules.
No, it wasn't that. The teacher was only mad that she lied. She straight up was like, well, is it true? We were like, no, she's a liar.
That snitches get stitches. You totally showed that bitch.
And she got in trouble for telling the truth, but because we said she was lying.
Did I ever tell you the story about me selling candy in elementary school?
No.
So I started a candy smuggling ring. I went to Costco with my dad, and I was like, what do you think will sell best? He's like, you should do this.
Your dad was a part of it.
My dad gave me the fucking idea.
I love that for you and
because
your dad.
candy was against the rules in my school, and so I was selling it under the table. And then one time, a kid who's younger than me was like, give me candy. He was like, I want to buy candy. I was like, yeah, sure, we'll give it to you after class. He's like, no, I want it now. I was like, what? He's like, I want it now. And so I went to my friend who's like my business partner. I was like, he wants it now. He's like, we can't give it to him now. It's recess. The teachers are there. And I came back.
Low.
It gets weirder. He goes, but I want it now, or I'm gonna tell the teachers. And I was like, in a fit of rage, I was like, you're not gonna tell shit. And then walked away and never told anybody because I'm a badass.
First you do that, then you choke a guy in high school. You really just. That's you to that kid.
So funny. You punched the gamer tag off him. Cut to me walking around I found an edit of us walking around a room in The Last of Us for 10 minutes and arguing about where to go.
Yeah.
We were both wrong. But we were both so fucking sure. The gamer has become the gamed.
Shut up. Oh, I can't jump. It's gonna make me look.
Guys, if you can hear me, just about at the power room.
How do you know? Do they have a map? They probably have a map.
They don't have a map.
So he just always... yeah, I guess if he's done 4 games worth of this, he's like, you know...
That looks like a power room.
Mansions in Italy, they have power
They're all
rooms.
the same.
Let's be honest here. I'm gonna find the guy with spectacles and the bald head, and he's like, welcome, Mr.
Nick Jonas.
Welcome, Nick Jonas and the other One Directioners.
So...
You're so old and sexy. You
I didn't
remind
get
me of
to
my father.
I didn't
Hold
get
on,
to
wait.
Go to someone ask
Scully
me.
is just a dick with a
Sully!
mustache. He's just a walking cock, and there's a mustache on the end. So he can fit through the bars. What the fuck?
Do this
Don't
anymore.
fish my belly. Do you know what I mean when I say Scully is just a penis with a mustache?
No. Is he shaped like
no,
one?
his like emotional. He's
He's
not
got the
shaped.
emotional state of a penis?
He has the essence of just a walking cock with a mustache. These pecs, these eyes, these eyebrows, these lips. Scully, these lips.
Stop calling him Scully.
Scully, you have to understand, when I was a boy, my sister was abducted by aliens, and ever since then I've been studying these files that are the second to last letter in the alphabet. Second to last letter in the alphabet files.
Why?
X-Files. Oh my god. I think we mispaint high schools as being like, oh, they just want to get laid with like the hottest like football player or something in movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But the truth is that they just want to be cool and funny.
Yeah.
Like that's all. They really don't want to be sexy because.
Well, you know what? We might have gone to different high schools.
Well, yeah, probably.
I mean, different types. Because everyone at my school was really obsessed with like
Sex?
With sex.
I feel like I was.
And like who was having sex with who and who they wanted to fuck, and there were fights over this one girl wanted to suck this guy's dick, but her cousin did instead, and like they had an actual like fist fight about it, and girls would fight each other because they fucked a guy that the other girl wasn't in a relationship with, but just also wanted to fuck.
Had dibs on.
Yeah.
I wasn't hanging out with interesting.